So, you know where I met Brother Joe? In a Pet Boys auto shop. Yeah. I took my car to repair, right? And there comes Jessie, and she was already standing there, waiting for her car. And knowing that she's an Indian girl, so I started talking to her. And then she said, my husband will be coming here soon. And here Joseph, Joel comes in his uniform, the physician assistant uniform. And he walked in and we started talking. The next thing is, Joel is asking, I'm really looking for a fellowship, a little denominational fellowship that I can work with. And I said, well, we got one right now home. Come home. Okay. Is he going back to more than 10, 15 years?
16 years.
And when I met Joel, I met him and his wife and 2 kids, right? Then came his father. He was here for a short visit. Came and even had dinner with us and everything, and then he went back to India. And then came Brother James and his family. Then Phoebe and family. Then Joshua and family. Then Rosan's family. You see how God blessed his entire family one by one. God sent Joel here first, just like Joseph was sent to Pharaoh's family. He came here and he brought all these brothers and sisters. So now they are all blessed, wonderfully blessed. And I always tell them, look, see, God is honoring the faith and obedience of your parents. When I was growing up in India as a little kid, I was going through some very difficult time, financially, because my father was quite rich for a long period of time, and then he lost his business, and we were going through some very difficult times. Okay? But I was saved when I was 16 years old. So, for some reason, I had such faith in my heart that God was going to bless us. And I remember one Sunday morning, this was what is known as a Pentecostal Sunday in the month of June. That's universal in every country, they have that, to remember us. So on this Sunday morning, it was Pentecostal Sunday. I'm sitting in a very small church, a Marthoma church. You go into the situation now we're talking about. And that Sunday, the priest, he was preaching on Joel chapter 2. And he said, the years that the locusts have eaten, now I will restore you the years that the locusts have eaten. And I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Okay? I like the first part. Restore the years that the locusts have eaten. I'm telling you, I started holding on to that little Bible verse. See, the rest of it I didn't know too much. The pouring out of the Spirit, I never really received that at that point. So I didn't know what that really meant, honestly. But I liked the first part, and I started clinging on to it. Guess what? That was when I was like around 20 years old. Alright? Just like Pharaoh's story, after 2 or 3 years, I'm attending a youth conference in the northern part of India, a place called Bhopal. I went there to study. And then, I was there for 5 years. So during this youth conference, I see a beautiful girl, I just couldn't stop looking at her because she was so beautiful, and she was very, very active in the youth group and everything, and she was preaching one time. So, I thought of this Bible verse that said, delight in the Lord, He will fulfill the desire of your life. So I said, God, I delight in